Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about plane measuration, perimeter and area of shapes. In this particular video, we'll be talking about a circle, the perimeter and the perimeter of a circle, and then the area of a circle. Now, before that, you need to know the definition of a circle. Now, if you're asked to define a circle, what would you say? Okay, you don't say a circle is a shape that has area pi r squared, perimeter this and this. You are just describing or telling us the properties of a circle. Okay, but if you just want to define a circle, you tell them that a circle is the locus of all points such that the distance from a fixed point to any part of the circumference is constant. Okay, or just say the locus of all points equidistant from a fixed point. Very simple definition. A circle is defined as the locus of all points equidistant from a fixed point. This statement means that any point, before you conclude that something is a circle, anywhere you stand on the circumference of that circle to the center is that fixed point I'm talking about, must be equal before we conclude that it is a circle. Anywhere we stand must be equal, and that distance is what we call the radius. Okay, but if you look at a sphere, see that if this is the center, the fixed point, you see that the distance from here to here is not equal to the distance from here to here, so it's not a circle. So we define a circle as the locus of all points equal distance from a fixed point, or you say equidistance from a fixed point. Okay, that is a circle. So now, having known that, we have that this is a circle. Okay, if this is a circle, we should have that from the center to any part of the circumference is called the radius. This is the radius. Okay, then from any part of the circumference which passes through the center to the other part of the circumference is what we call the diameter. Okay, diameter. That's the diameter. Now, but from any part of the circumference to another part of the circumference that does not pass through the center is what we call a chord. A chord. Okay, so a diameter is a special part of chord. So any line that is drawn from one part of the circumference to another part of the circumference is called a chord. But if that chord passes through the center, we name it a special name called the what? We call it a special name called the diameter. Okay, so you should know that if we have a circle, a chord divides a circle into two segments. Okay, this is a center. From here to here is a chord. Okay, and that chord divides this circle into the minor segment. This side is called the minor segment. Okay, and this is now the major segment. Okay, or the minor sector. This is a sector, and then the major sector, right? Okay, then the distance from here to here is called the minor arc, while the distance from here to here is called the major arc. Okay, then another thing is that we can have that this is okay. Now when we have two radius like this is called the minor arc, and this is the major arc as well. Okay, this one is called the minor segment, and this is the major segment. Sorry, this is the one that we call an arc. Okay, so note that about a circle. I'm just trying to give you a random or just things about circle anyways. So now the first thing we should know, because in this video we are just mainly specifying about the area of a circle and then the perimeter of a circle. So area of a circle is given by what? Pi r squared. Okay, that's area of a circle. Don't forget that your pi is equal to what? 22/7 or 3.142. Okay, any of the two. Then the next thing you need to know is the perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of a circle is what we call the circumference of a circle. Like I told you in the previous video, that perimeter simply means moving around a shape. If I have a rectangle like this, the perimeter is the distance around this rectangle. So the distance around this circle is what we call the circumference of the circle. This line is called the circumference of the circle. So another name for perimeter of a circle is what? Circumference. Circumference of the circle. And the formula is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Okay, that's the formula. 2 pi r. So note these two important formula. Then let us now start answering some calculations. You know, like I told you, calculation time is the blessing time. And the more question you solve, the more you are familiar with a particular topic. Okay, it's not about knowing about the topic, but the question is how many questions were you able to solve for that particular topic. That is what makes you stronger in any particular topic you want to learn in mathematics. So we're going to be solving numerous questions, and we'll always start with the easiest one. So the first one here, question number 1 said the area of a circle, the area of a circle is 81 pi r, sorry, 81 pi in cm squared. 81 pi in cm squared. Then I say find the diameter of the circle. Find the diameter of the circle. Okay, solution. Now we know that area of the circle is given as what? Pi r squared. And they gave us the area as what? 81 pi. Okay, so 81 pi is equal to what? Pi r squared. So if pi take care of pi, I'm going to have that r squared is equal to 81. So therefore r is equal to what? The square root of 81. So r is equal to what? 9 cm. So this is the radius of this circle. But we should know that what? A diameter is 2 radius, 2 radii. The plural of radius is radii. So diameter will now be what? 2 times 9, which is what? 18 what? Cm. So the diameter of this circle is simply 18 cm. We move to the next question. So the second question said we should calculate the circumference of a circle. Calculate the circumference of a circle, center O, and radius 3.5 cm. Okay, it's a very simple question. Solution. Like I told you that the perimeter of a circle is equal to the circumference of a circle. So we can equally call the perimeter or circumference, anyone you like. Perimeter of the circle is given as what? 2 pi r. Okay, so which is what? Which is 2 times 22 over 7 times 3.5. So what do we have? You multiply out, you're going to have, where is my calculator? So I have 2 times 22 times 3.5, then divided by 7. So I have 22. So this is 22 cm. That is the perimeter of the circle, or the circumference of the circle, like I told you. So we go to the next question, question number 3. And question number 3 said that if the circumference of a circle is 88 cm, comma, they say find the meter square, comma, okay, find in meter square the area of the circle. Then I say we should take pi as 3.142. Okay, 3.143. That's what they say we should take pi as. So now, whenever you are given what you are supposed to take pi as, that is what you will take pi as. So you don't go and use 22 over 7 when they have already told you to use pi as this. So solution, we know that first of all, circumference of a circle, OCCE. If you want to write circumference in short form, you say OCCE. The CCE must be a superscript. So I have OCCE, circumference of the circle, is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so they gave us circumference as what? 88 is equal to what? 2 times 3.142. Okay, or let me use pi. I just want to use pi. 3.14. Okay, I will still use the 3.14, but I just want to put pi, then times what? My r. So therefore, my r is going to be what? 88 divided by what? 2 pi, which is what? 44 over what? Over pi. Okay? So that is my r. Now, the next thing is that we need to find, they say we should find the area. But I know that area of a circle is equal to what? Pi r squared. So which is what? Pi times, what is my r? 44 over what? Over pi all squared. So which is, if pi take care of one of the pi here, so I'm going to have 44 squared over pi. So 44 squared, what is 44 squared? So 44 squared will give you 1936 over what? Over pi, which is what? 1936 divided by 3.143, like they gave me. So let us divide. Divided by 3.143. So I'm having 615. I'm having 615.920013 in what? In cm square. This is cm square, right? But they say we should convert it to meter square. So converting to meter square is dividing by 100, then you square it. Okay? So converting it to meter square is now 615.920013 divided by 100 square, because converting cm to meter is by dividing by 100. Then because of the square, we'll divide by 100 square. So divide by 100, divide by 100 again. I'm having 0.61, sorry, 0.06159, okay, in meter square. So that is that for that. We go to the next question. We move to the next question. So question number 3, the question number 4, anyone, said what is the diameter, what is the diameter of a circle, what is the diameter of a circle of area 77 cm square? So it's a very simple question. Solution. Now, what do we do in this case? They gave us the area, and I know that area is given as pi r square. So area is equal to what? Pi r square. So what do we have now? We now have that the area, which is 77, is equal to what? Pi r square. My pi is 22 over 7, so 22 over 7 r square. So what do we have? By cross multiply, I have that r squared is equal to what? 77 times 7 divided by 22. So what do you have? R squared is equal to, so 77 times 7, then divided by 22. I'm having 24.5. 24.5. So square root of 24.5, 24.5. So what do we have? So square root of my answer, I'm having 6.9, sorry, 4.949. So that is 4.949747468. Okay, so therefore the diameter is simply 2 radius, 2 radii, which is 2 times 4.95. So approximately, so if you multiply by 2, you're going to be having 7 root 2, 7 root 2, or you have it in point as 9.899494,937 in what? In cm, in cm. So that is the diameter of that circle. Okay, we move to the next question. So the next question here is question number 5, which says that we should find the circumference, find the circumference of a circle whose area is 1386 cm squared. Then they now say we should take pi as 22 over 7. Solution is very simple. we tell them that area of a circle is equal to what? Pi r squared. So therefore 1386 is equal to what? 22/7 r squared. So my r squared will now be 1386 times 7 now divided by 22. So my r squared is equal to, let's have that, 1386 times 7 divided by 22. So I'm having 441. So therefore, my r will now be the square root of 441, which is what? Square root of my answer is what? 21 cm. So, but the circumference of a circle, OCCE, is given as, OCC is given as what? 2 pi r, which is what? 2 times 22/7 times 21. So what do you have? Times 44 divided by 7. So I'm having 132 in what? In cm. So that is that, and very simple to calculate. We go to the next question. Right? Let's go. Where is my ah, looking for my dust. Okay, let me use this anyways. So question number 6. So question number 6 said the minute hand of a wall clock. The minute hand of a wall clock is 9.5 meter long. 9.5 meter long. Full stop. Then I say what is, okay, what distance does its tip cover? What distance does its tip cover in what? 72 hours. Okay. So now, what do we do? Solution. Now we have a clock like this, and let's say that this is the minute hand. Okay, this minute hand, they say, is a 9.5 cm. 9.5 cm. Okay, then I say what distance does it cover in 72 hours? Now the minute hand, first of all, we need to find the perimeter of this circle. Okay, that is the circumference of the circle. So the perimeter is what? 2 pi r, which is what? 2 times 22/7 times 9.5. So if you do that, I'm going to be having 2 times 22 times 9.5 divided by 7. So okay, let me have it as 418/7 cm. Okay, now we are going to know that it's going to cover. Now let's see what it's going to cover. They say in 72 hours. So that is the distance is going to cover. Now you know that speed, let's see, okay, this is the distance is going to cover in 1 hour. So the distance is going to cover in 72 hours will now be the distance. Okay, this is distance in 1 hour. So the distance in 72 hours is going to be 72 times 418/7. Okay, so you're going to have times 72. So I'm having 30096 over what? 7 in cm. Okay, in cm. So now to get it in minutes is now to divide by 100. Okay, which is the same thing as, which is approximately, that is 4299.43 in cm. So to get it in meters is just to divide by 100, which is the same thing as 42.99, okay, in meters. So that is the distance it's going to cover. Okay, so with this, I'm going to get moving around this clock, going the distance. That is perimeter, means distance around the clock. So in 1 hour, the distance is going to move around the clock is this. So in 72 hours will now be this times 72. So it's not difficult to answer. Okay, so move to the next question. This is question number 7. I'm going to talk about everything about circle. So different pattern of questions about circle. Then we are good to go. Okay. So the next question, question number 7, said that x and y are a circle, okay, such that the radius of x is twice the radius of y. Okay, then I say if the radius of y is 5 cm, comma, find in terms of pi the area of x. Okay, solution. Now the radius of x, radius of x, they say that x is twice the radius of y. So radius of x is obviously 5 times 2, which is what, 10 cm. So to find the area, so area of x will now be what, pi r square, which is what, pi. They say in terms of pi, so we leave pi like this. So I'm going to have 10 square, which is what, 100 pi. Okay, in what, in cm square. So that is the area of that is the area of x. So it is not difficult. We move to the next question.